Hi, everybody. Oh, how is everyone? I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and let's come on in and get situated in your space. I hope that you don't need a ton of space. If you're just joining for the first time and trying to explore creating your own home yoga practice, just enough for you to lie down, maybe stretch your arms out. So, um, trust me, what's behind the camera, you don't want to see. I've cleared out this much space so that you can see me more clearly, but we don't need to make some grand retreat spa for ourselves. Good morning. So welcome. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this is our home yoga practice live. Thank you all for your understanding on yesterday. Really have been looking at the degree to which that I've been able to sustain, teaching regularly, looking at my own needs to be reflective even at this time of year. But I also still must practice. Let me see here. I don't know that you guys are, let me know if you're hearing me. Good morning, Kim. Okay. Now, can you guys hear me? Somebody give me a thumbs up or something. I think that my microphone had not been on. At least its light was off. So I just want to be sure that folks can hear. So welcome to home yoga practice. And I really spent some time reflecting, like, what is my intention of home yoga practice? And I'm always striving to be sure that I'm giving to the depth of what I believe this practice is, and trying to help each of you along your way to making it an authentic journey in the eight limbs of yoga. So I was thinking this morning, why are you here, right? And I don't mean like right now sitting and looking at me, but why are you on your mat? Why are you returning? Why do you continue to return onto your mat? So there's likely a response. Oh, by the way, especially if you're new, have a journal, a cushion, a blanket. Get comfy, okay? Because we're just going to sit for a moment. You could be sitting in an upright space. Your back can be against the wall. Just giving your body an intended space while being able to be attentive. So why are we here? What is it? It's likely something that you either want to feel, want to know, want to grow or expand. And that ultimately it comes down to wanting to feel. And many of us initiate this journey wanting to feel something physically. Usually because there is something that we're feeling that we don't like feeling. So I'm backing it up and backing it up and backing it up and saying, oftentimes we arrive at our mat trying to fix something. There is something that we don't like. Either we don't like how it looks, we don't like how it moves, we don't like something. But if we are here to explore how something feels, how do we practice that? Just getting down to the bare bones basics of how do we practice how something feels? And I really feel as though that is this journey. How do I feel? And what is the truth of the information that is coming back to me? Now that might feel like, what is she talking about? But honestly, when we peel those layers, there's a depth and a depth and a depth, right? I feel as though my body feels comfortable. Earlier this morning before I taught a private, I thought my body felt comfortable. My body actually feels more limber now. And now comfortable has changed to a deeper description because I feel more fluidity in my hips. Yoga, this process of yoking and expanding our awareness of how we live in this shell, helps us connect to different gradients of feeling. And we get to observe how we react to that. Do we go like hungry, hungry hippo, showing my age here, But do we just kind of waka, go like a Miss Pac-Man just to the stuff that we like? And we practice aversion on this other stuff. Okay. And that's really true, right? We've got favorite poses, we've got favorite foods, all of these tendencies. And they develop into what we feel are truths or needs, but they may not be. They're just the things we like. And it doesn't mean I'm better at it, or that's good for me, or that's my way of doing things. Nope. It's just I have given in to my desire. Now, the poses, the foods, the activities that we don't do or that we don't like, or that translates into a truth in our mind. I'm not good at it. That's not good for me. It's just not my way. Right? But is that actually true if we haven't stepped into it to feel it? And that is the churning of practice, of stepping in and saying, I am opening myself to experiencing this and observing my reactions to it, the actions that I put into it, and then the truths and the lies I tell myself in my noggin. Yeah, and then we get to really arrive in this mind-body connection, and can we do all of that without being hyper-judgmental? I know that I combat the hyper-judgmentalism. We live in a world that's like, oh, let's fix that, let's tweak that, and then let's move on. That we don't get to sit in the space of transition, in the nuance of life. And that's what the juices of life are. Juices are, right? Good grammar. It isn't endpoint destination, and we just arrive. Right? We don't just have scene changes like movies, right? And we're living in this really virtual video world lately that amplifies our misunderstanding of transition. And transition isn't instant. We are going to move today, but I now back up and go to, why are you here? And that this week we'll explore the what do I want to feel? What am I feeling? And what is going on in my mind as I'm reacting to what is going on? And then within that, we will breathe in and breathe out a moksha, or at least an intention for moksha. Moksha, freedom, a liberation. Santosha, contentment. And then we'll get to observe just how non-contented we are. And then heap on heavy doses of ahimsa, or non-harming. Because when we look at ourselves, can we look at ourselves with a humor and go, wow, that was actually kind of aggressive. And aggressive doesn't have to be like Hulk, show up, smash. It can be mini Hulk, show up with mini smash, but still aggression is aggression, right? When we stomp our feet in our practice, that can be an aggression. That heavy impact that we have just assaulted our ankle. Looking at a critical thought, saying, God, I messed that up. Whoa, was that a kind expression to ourselves? So this week, maybe toward the end, just the whole ending of this year, what do I want to feel? What do I want to know and grow and love about myself? And that'll start as we start to move to notice what is really going on. So we have a desire. What do I want to feel? In order to get there, I have to know what's actually going on right now. All right. Feel free to say hello. Feel free to add in any words, any thoughts that you want. Our intention, our actions, our speech, and our intention. And I guess overall, the context of starting and developing and maintaining our home yoga practice means that we have to be willing to step into an honesty about, what do I want to feel? I am here to feel my physical body. I want to feel its entirety. I want to feel its range of what it can do and wants to do today. It as a vessel. And then I want to feel how my consciousness, my awareness, my mind is living inside of my body.
Oftentimes, and I'm going to raise my hand, my mind is barking at my body, do this better, left leg, get better, right heel, right shoulder, when is that ever going to heal, right? So my mind is not occupying my body in a kind way. My mind is occupying my body like an occupational force. And my body's like, yo, will you back up? I've been 5 decades, been doing this. Can we just have a nice, easy space? And if we have answered, I've arrived on my mat because I want to feel ease, because I want to feel freedom, because I want to feel peace. How are you creating that environment within yourself? And how do we do that without judging? Like instantly, right now, in that quiet space, what happened in your brain? Because I'll venture to guess that many of us are arriving on our mat seeking a freedom in our physical movement, a freedom in our emotional space, and ease in our spirit space. So let's find a space of sitting. Your legs can be extended out in front of you, legs straight. You can be sitting with your back against a wall. Maybe take a moment now and jot down, why am I here? And write a little reply to yourself. It's perfectly valid for the answer to be, I don't know. It's also perfectly valid for the answer to be, I wanted to exercise. All right, that's cool. Just be sure that we're checking in and moving in the body with kindness, ahimsa. And maybe try to bring in some elements of moksha, freedom, and santosha, contentment. So let's right now take a moment and try to let my words drift away. And it's just you in your room, at your home, your space. What is going on right now inside of you, inside of your physical body? Is it an agitated state? Is it a stiff and uncomfortable state? What is the truth of how you feel right now? And how are you relating with it in your mind? Be willing to give your body time and your mind time to let the distractions of the outside world start to slip away. Revealing another layer of authenticity in your physical existence. What is going on in your breath right now? Let go of my words and thinking and just feel your breath. Detect your senses and how your senses are letting you know that breath is going on. What is the state of your breath right now? How would you characterize it? What is it telling you about itself? Now, how is your body and your breath feeling together? Feel them coexisting. The breath inhabiting the body absorbing the breath. Feel that as a process unto itself. What feels free and liberated in that relationship? How is your spirit contented around whatever is going on? What is going on now in your mind? And already the power of the suggestion of those words changes your relationship. But it is such as it is. Watch your thoughts bouncing around. Want to see them. Notice a tendency to want to deny them. Notice how quickly your mind dances and jumps from thought to thought, to thing to thing. And just let the word freedom come into your thought. And notice what happens. What do you see memory-wise? What changed physically? What do I want to feel? What am I feeling right now? Equilibrium? Contented? With freedom? If your legs are not crossed, let's go ahead and find a comfortable cross. Ask the muscles around your waist to hold your spine upward. And then notice what you're feeling. All the skin that is touching the mat, and all of the bones that are rising upward, that are putting an erect intention. Feel your breath. Notice your mind and your thoughts. And try to just bring your thoughts into this moment. Fully present, observing this second. And now is a new second. And now there is a new second in your senses. Let's breathe in and lengthen upward. Exhale, hands to center. Breathe in and sweep. Let's start to slow it down. Exhale, hands to center. And we'll continue in this manner. Feel all of your joints. Let your mind go to a set of joints and notice. And then maybe a new set of joints. Feel the flesh, feel the bones, feel your breath. Feel your body and your breath working together. Your breath, your body absorbing breath. Your breath occupying, coming in and filling up the body. Is the body making room for the breath? And let's breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, gentle side bend. What is the body communicating right now about how quickly it wants to move? What areas of the side in the waist want to move? What happened to the breath? Did the breath run away? Where is the mind? Keep it right here. Try to remember, what did I want? Did I want to feel freedom? How am I inviting that right now? How am I not inviting that right now? And observe it. Don't try to make it just disappear. Get to know it. What am I feeling? Breathe in. Exhale over to the other side. We can't invite freedom if we don't fully understand our resistance. What is truly going on? Are both butt cheeks still on the earth? Is my desire for a shape or for a feeling outweighing what is truly going on and what I'm truly feeling right now? Let's breathe in and bring ourselves back upright. Exhale, let's take it forward. Scan your entire body, all of the surface of your skin. Skin that's touching the earth. Skin that's touching skin. Skin that's touching fabric. Skin that's touching air. What are we feeling? Roll the spine up. We'll make our way to hands and knees. Observe how you're getting there. Hands under the shoulders, knees under your hip bones, little space in between your thighs. Breathing in, drop the belly down to the floor, pinch the shoulder blades closer together, and stretch the chin up. Feel the lengthening of your throat. Feel your tailbone tilting up. Can you feel your low abdomen stretching? Can you feel the vertebra in your spine? Are your arms standing strong? Scan your body. What are you feeling? What muscles are stretching? What muscles are working? Do we know what working feels like? Breath. Now let's round the spine, curve the spine up to the ceiling, rocking the tailbone under, dropping the top of the head to the floor. Feel the arms pushing down. Feel the energy and exertion of pressing down through the arms. Is your body making space for your breath? Absorb those words. Is my body making space for my breath? Not what area of my body is stretching. What core development am I doing? No, let's just let go of those terms. How is my body making space for my breath and where? Where can I feel more breath right now? On the next inhale, where can I feel more space? Or at least the intention. And then let's relax the spine. Left hand down, twist. What's tensing to give us stability? What muscles have to soften to let movement of the twist go? And we'll bring the right hand down, root into that arm and twist. I just felt vertebrae in my spine kind of click. I didn't try to make more happen. It was just, that just happened. And left hand down. Right leg lengthens back. How do I know that that leg is lengthening? What is keeping that leg suspended? Maybe lower the leg and bend the knee. Let the leg be like jelly. Do you notice what's going on in your spine and your arms there? Now straighten the leg and feel that exertion as you squeeze all of the muscles in that leg. And then we'll bring that right knee down, lengthen the left leg. Really squeeze. Use the arms, stand up nice and strong. What are we feeling in our fingers, our wrists, our arms? How about the breath? Make the leg like jelly, bend the knees a little, feel the weight of the leg. Just have it suspend and hover, not touching the floor, but really want to feel its weight of it. Relax the tummy and start to notice, what do the arms tell you now? Differently. Now straighten that leg. Squeeze that leg. Feel the energy of exertion. Do you feel more towards your pubis? Do you feel more towards your calf? Are your calves working more than your thighs? What are your toes doing? Do you know? How about the toes on the other leg? Good. Let's step the left foot up. And as you stepped it up, take a moment and notice, how did it arrive on the earth? Did it smash to the earth? Did it drag? Did it scrape? How mindful were we in bringing that leg up? Let's lift it and step it back. How did we place it down? Where was our breath when we did that? Occupy the body. Reach that right leg. Experiencing lengthening through the top of the neck now. That heel is lengthening back, but can I ask the muscles in my neck to lengthen and stretch my neck like a turtle extending its head out of its shell? Now we'll step that foot up. How did that go? What was that relationship between body and breath? We'll tuck the back toes. Try not to shove off. Try not to use propulsion to bring the body up to standing. Try to notice muscles engage as we straighten that leg. This right leg has to give us some stability. You might want a block to give you a little added stability. And then can you just start to stand in the right leg and bring the left leg up and notice what happened? Did we take our breath with us? Did a whole bunch of thinking happen? And then let's hang. What do we want to feel? About exertion, engagement, muscle stability, even just muscle actions. We've been living in our bodies for quite a while, each and every one of us. Do we know what muscle actions in various sections of our bodies, what they do? When they're firing, when they're not. What do you want to feel? And let's gradually roll the spine upward for the first time, really feeling the body standing upright, erect against gravity. What are you feeling in eyesight, in hearing, in taste, in smell, in touch? Let's breathe in and lengthen the body. What does that mean? Where are you feeling it? With a freedom of breath at the same time. Forward fold, releasing the upper body, maybe bending the knees. How is the back feeling? How is the neck feeling? Are there areas you really can't feel much of? Does that register for you? That you live in your body and that there are sections you are not aware of right now? How fully can we live in this body and occupy it with awareness? Breathe in and lengthen the spine. Forward, nice flat spine, parallel to the earth. Maybe the knees are soft. What is going on? What are you feeling in your cheeks, your jowls, your salivary glands, your circulation, your digestion? Can you relax your abdomen so much right now that you're aware of your organs? How your bones are supporting your flesh. Breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down. Let's step back. You can bring the knees down. Maybe find a plank with your legs straight. Maybe find a plank with your knees down. Feel your arms supporting you from falling face first to the earth. Breath in. Exhale, elbows shave against the ribs to lower down. Breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. Straighten the arms. Back up, back up, back up. Breathe. All right, how do we feel? What are your thoughts? What's going on in your breath? Remember moksha, remember freedom. We're just checking in to feel what we can feel. Where's the weight being born? In your wrists, in your fingers? What are the muscles doing in your abdomen? If you tighten those muscles right now and start to bend the elbows and lower, even if it's just half an inch, and then straighten it back up, did you feel more solid, more contained, more calm and at ease? Maybe not. Breath in. And exhale, bend the elbows to whatever degree you can sustain, and then straighten those arms back up. Tuck the toes, extend the hips up to the sky, dropping the head down. Spread your toes. Get to know each toe. What is the toe experience in downward facing dog? What is the pinky toe experience on the left foot and right foot in down dog? How much can they support you? Push into them. Get to know them. Say hello. How about middle finger in both palms? So both pinkies and both middle fingers. Could they support you? How do you know if you don't start to exert and learn levels of exertion and engagement in those muscles, in those areas of the body? How do you want to feel? Good. So we can focus on big areas of the body, but also we can start to get to know small areas of the body, and we get to connect them all. Knit, pearl, knit, pearl. All right. Tilt the tailbone up. Feel. Those knees can come down if you need a break. We don't spend time in a sustained distress. When we're getting to know how we feel, when we notice distress, we get to look at how do we react to it. Do we double down in distress? Do we endure distress? How does distress help us with moksha, freedom, and contentment? Breath in. Exhale. Let's bring the right knee down. We're going to lift that left leg up behind us and then step and place that foot down with a freedom of breath. Tuck the back toes, straighten the back leg. Once again, try not to push off with the right leg. Stamp down in the left leg and ask that leg to straighten, and we'll bring that right leg up, fully experiencing left leg supporting us. Breathe in and lift the chest up halfway. Forward fold. Release the upper body down and roll the spine upward. And we'll experience standing in mountain. Feel your feet, your arches, your heels, your shins, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your buttocks. Your low abdomen, front of the genitalia area, low back, sides, waist. What are you feeling? How are you occupying them? How are they lifting you? Shoulders down, chest lifting, eyes open. Bend the knees, sink the butt back, lift the chest. Weights in the heels. Where are you? What do you want to feel? Shift your weight into your left leg. Shift your weight into your right leg. Maybe lift the left knee, maybe. Just to experience, what am I feeling? How do my hips help me here? How does this section of the thigh help? What's going on with that wobble in that knee? Bring the left foot down. Bring your weight into your left leg. Can I keep my chest up? Can I find that freedom of breath and ask this right knee to lift? What do you want to feel? What are you feeling in the ball joint of your left foot right now? What are you feeling in the rib cage? How about your throat? And bring the right foot down. Sink into your chair. Weights in the heels, knees apart if the feet are apart. Come to standing, and how are you feeling? Feel the thighs releasing energy. How does the release of energy dissipate? Where do you feel different areas of dissipation? Shift into the right leg. We're going to lift the left leg. Don't worry about how high you lift it. Feel the stability in the right leg. And we're going to step this left leg back, step it back. Keep bending that right knee. All right, so we've got the left foot at a right angle to the right heel. Warrior two. All right, I'm going to turn. Now we are probably feeling opening, breadth, expansion in these hips, in this groin. One of the beautiful things about home practice is maybe we don't feel so shy about touching various areas of our body. So that we know, and what is going on here? That is really tight. What is that? Is that a bone or a ligament, right? I'm getting to feel out like, okay, is that freedom or is that fight? And get to know, saying, I want to feel my body. Okay, then feel it. Is that freedom or fight? What's going on in your breath? Is there room in your body for your breath? Is the breath occupying the body? Is the body inviting the breath? Is it possible for us to invite the breath down here into the knee? I know that anatomically my lung matter is not down there, but can I feel the oxygen? Can I feel my intention? Because what am I really trying to send with that intention? It's probably a sense of freedom, a sense of lightness, that sense of vibrancy, that sense of ease, that knowing that we're going to get more breath gives us. Now, how is it changing? Now let's scan all the toes. What are they doing? And I know there are bigger parts of the body. They're like, toes? Why do you want to talk about the toes? Because I live in them. How about the ankles? Are you compressing so much in the ankles that that breath can't seep in there? Are you squeezing the muscles in your calves and your shins? What is going on? Belly. Ribs, chest, is there still stuff lifting? Come out when you need to come out. Maybe slowly start to straighten that front leg and feel that dissipation. Say, I want to feel that. And let's sink it back. Now let's just go up and down. Feel. Maybe we start to say, I'm going to explore a new level of feeling by bending a little bit more. Is that hip saying yes to it? Are there areas of the body that are like, you know what? If we keep moving in it and get all the juices flowing, it's not so bad. I'm feeling some relief. I'm feeling some ease. I'm feeling some fluidity. Do we like fluidity? Are there areas of the body we could invite more fluidity? Did we even know it was possible? Good. All right. So we're going to bend this right leg. Remember, I switched direction. So I'm going to, we're going to step the left foot up. So take as many steps as you need. Woo, feel that release, right? Feel that dissipation. Try not to even just shake it out. Just feel it. Where does it go? How does it release? Does it release gradually? Does it release like a snap? We're going to shift our weight into the left leg and lift the right leg. What is going on in the bones of your feet, in the bones of your ankles, in your abdomen? Stay with the abdomen and just hold there. What does she mean? What should my abdomen be doing? My leg is the thing that's tired. Well, you know what? There's a lot of abdominal that's lifting that knee up. They work together. Nothing is working alone in our physical body. Certainly not in our mind-body connection. We're going to step this right foot back. Feel how you move and distribute your weight. How you exert energy. All right, now I need to turn this way. All right, left knee is bending. Left heel, if it were to connect with the right arch, it would make a perfect capital T. Not perfect, but a capital T shape. Hips forward, sinking down, shoulders down. Maybe you're letting those arms float, but let's just embody freedom. And what are we feeling in between those shoulder blades? How do we use the breath? Can you use your breath? Do you believe you could use your breath to help invite a space of ease and freedom in between those shoulder blades and the weight of those arms? A suspension feeling. It's true if we're feeling it. Can you invite it? Can you invite no tension in your jaw? Just as you're inviting no tension in your toes, can you lift them and lightly feather them down in a caressing sensation? Maybe you want to acquaint yourself and touch some areas. Say, hey, what is going on here? Can we say, you know what, that thigh could rotate that way, and there's a whole new feeling in this groin. Does the groin need more patience for that level of opening? Maybe we straighten and sink. And that area says, well, thank you for that relief. Like, I'm willing to go there, but I need just a few breaks. I need some of that transition space. So now we're getting to know how we feel and what can help us continue to move forward without us staying in an aversion space, right? Sometimes we say, well, I just can't hold that for that long because that's too distressing. Right, well, that might be true, but maybe the truth is yes and. Yes, we can hold it for that one long period, and we can continue. And maybe in this fluidity, when we do another hold, something changes about our reality, about our level of endurance and duration, and how we feel in the levels of intensity, because we're feeling gradations of sensation changing. How is that affecting your breath? How is that affecting the bonkers going on in our head, in our mind? When we encounter certain levels of intensity, what happens? What do we default on? When does the screaming shout of no overwhelm the system? Good. Let's just go ahead and straighten that leg and spin these toes forward. And then we will bring both heels toward one another. Knees opening, sinking the upper body down. Chest up. So head over shoulders, over hips. Not, yeah. And that might mean you need to come in a little bit more. And then let's just think about down. Tailbone under. Arms hanging. What's the truth of what's going on in our heels? Just be in your heels. Now be in your toes. Push into them. Stand in them. How do we know if we're standing in them if we can't feel that level of exertion to stand? Now, as you're pushing in those feet, can you let the rest of this structure sag? Right? Because the shins are a part of that structure that's holding. So the rest of it can just sag down. Like water in some cloth, just sagging. And what's going on now in the muscles of the back, in the muscles of the thighs, and the muscles of the core? If they're tensing, that's not sagging. Oh, right? If they're tensing, they're not sagging, and then you realize, oh, I let go a little bit more, and oh, something else happened. What's the reality of what we're feeling? Where's your breath? Slowly straighten. Let that dissipation happen. Let that dissipation happen. Good. We'll bring the toes forward. We're going to let the upper body come forward. Whoa. What are the backs of the legs telling you? What's the depth of muscle that you can feel in the backs of your legs? And the levels of sensation that they're expressing to you. Feel the weight of your upper body sagging off the bones of your chest, your back. Hands to the floor or a block. Let's bend our left knee, but we're going to keep the right foot flat, right leg straight. Pull the butt back like you're doing chair in that left leg. And then let's shift it on over to the right. Bending the right, pull the butt back. Now ask your toes to do some work. Get to know what they're doing. Feel that left inner thigh, the groin. How about your spine? Let's start to appreciate the areas that are not intense as well, the areas that are chilling and at ease. Let's soak up the ease as much as our attention is on the intensity as well. Let's shift over to the left. What do we want to feel? What is actually going on? How do we invite the freedom? Non-judgment is a part of that freedom. Let's shift on over to the right. Butt back. Good. We'll come to center. Hands to the floor. Come up onto your tippy toes. Stand in your arms and come on to the tippy toes. Feel the muscles in your calves. What are we feeling? Can you let your head go? Can you trust your arms and your core and just ask those feet and those arches to stand? Let your head go. What's the quality of your breath? What's the bonkers thought going on in your mind? And good. We'll lower the heels down. We'll bring one knee down. Bring the other knee down. And we'll turn lengthwise on our mat. And we'll let the backs of the thighs press against the backs of the calves and feel that compression. Now I've got the tops of my feet flat. If you need to tuck the toes, right, if that's too much of a stretch for the tops of your feet, it's all well and good. If that compression is too much, you could always roll up a blanket and bring it down behind you, underneath here, and that will decrease some of that pressure. But can we allow that compression? So let your body weight sink. How do you know you're doing it? How do you know? Can you release and feel your body weight sinking into the layers of tissue in your calves? into the layers of tissue in your knees. With each breath, can you send breath molecules into those tissues? And let your exhales carry out whatever is being pressed and expressed from that compression. Walk the hands back, inner thighs together. I love just shifting weight from one arm to the other, being aware of weight bearing, feeling my left arm hold me, feeling my right arm hold me, feeling how the core engages when I lift one arm. Now both are down. I'm going to start to push the shins and the knees to the floor, and that automatically lifts the hips. Can we do that distinction? Relax. Push the shins down and knees to the floor. Don't thrust the hips. Just try to bring the intention of pushing shins and knees to the floor. And carry ease in your physical countenance. Feel the flesh of your thighs and your hips responding. Feel what it's like to not be exerting in the hips and the buttock area, just driving the knees down and shins down. Stand in the arms. Now stand in the arms and push the chest up. Don't thrust the hips up. Push the shins to the floor, push the hands down, thrust the chest up. Can we open our chest? Don't drop the head back. What are we feeling in our bones? Scan your whole body. What are we feeling in our circulation? Can circulation flow through all of your joints right now? What are you feeling in breath? What are you feeling in your mind? Come out when you need to. Do we know what we need? Gently, I'm ready to lower the hips down. And bring the torso up. And then we'll lay the torso over the legs. Now your knees could be wide or your legs could be together. Head could be resting on a block. This is child's posture, Balasana. Feel all of the surface of the body that is in contact with the earth. Everything that's touching the earth. Feel the earth touching you. What are different sections of skin telling you about that experience? How much weight the body part is that's in touch with the mat? How much weight is sinking into the earth? Temperature, what are you feeling through the skin that's in contact with the earth? Feel the non-exertion that the muscles need to do. Now feel your breath trying to fit in your body in this pose. And feel your body giving your breath permission to expand. Feel the area just behind your low back, giving your breath permission to expand there. Feel the backs of the calves, giving your breath permission to make the body expand and feel heavier as it compresses you. Feel the folds of flesh in your belly, softly, gently inflating. Believe you can sip in just a little bit more because you want to feel, what is my capacity? What is my capacity with ease and without force? Let's bring the arms out in front of us. Clasp the fingers together and bring the forearms down with the fingers still clasped.
Bring the very top of the head to the floor. Stay here if you like. Draw your shoulder blades. Feel the energy of the muscles around the shoulder blades lifting up to the ceiling. Feel lengthening in the back of your own neck. What feels restful here? Bring your attention to what feels good. Push down with the forearms, but let the head stay on the floor. Feel the pressing, like we said with the feet standing. Stand in the forearms. Feel the energy of pushing down. Are you doing more with the right than the left? Are you feeling mostly the elbows? Can you feel the whole surface of the forearm? What is the quality of your breath?
And let's bring the hips down, lifting the gaze. We'll bring the legs around out in front of us. What did we want to feel? Did we want to feel open and lengthened in our body? Did we want to feel twisting? Did we want to feel folding? Did we want to feel inversion? Did we just want to feel the range of experience that we can feel in a physical human body? Fully occupying this body with our awareness. Spread the toes. How much space can we feel? How active can these feet be? Look at your toes. Watch them behave according to your thoughts. Not about controlling them, just how connected are they to your thoughts? What is the relationship you have with this physical body? Is it one of dominion? Is it one of collaboration? Let's breathe in and experience lifting from the navel. Experience breathing in your body while lifting from your navel. Now feel the backs of your thighs pushing down into the floor while lifting the navel, freely breathing. Now observe your desire to try to adhere to those thoughts. And maybe let some of them go. Ease and steadiness. Smile. How do you want to feel? If you told yourself, I want to do this yoga thing because I want to feel more free, I want to feel more relaxed, I want to feel, more joy, more love, more contentment. Notice how you feel if you just smile. Shoulders soft and down away from the ears. Now, practice contentment. Feel the lift through the sides of your waist, but be contented with the amount that your body will give you without force. And sustain. Feel the legs pushing you down. Stand in them. Feel your upper body asking your bottom body to help it out. And feel your bottom body. If your bottom body's like, hey, upper body, I think I got one more breath. Can your upper body be like, okay, bottom body, thank you for the support you gave us. And then when you're ready, we will hinge forward. Your hands can rest wherever you like them. Maybe you're using a strap. But I'd like this to be relaxed, contented. Oftentimes when we start to yank and tug and pull, that is not an expression of contentment. So right now, start to feel what is going on in my low back. Feel the swath of your low back. Both sides, wrapping around the sides, going toward your tummy, all the way to the center of your spine, wrapping all the way behind you. Feel different gradations as you breathe. Different levels of dissipation of energy. Nuance. Squeeze one leg and relax them both. Squeeze the other leg. Feel your back. Feel your breath when you do this. And relax. Squeeze both legs. And relax. And now we can take this really, really further. You could like say, well, squeeze what? Good question. How about you squeeze just your calves? What? How about you try to just squeeze your thighs? Maybe that works. Squeeze and bunch your toes. How does that affect your shin muscles? Flex them. And roll the spine up. And I do that just to start to exemplify that there are different ways of engagement. And those engagements give us new spaces to feel and encounter our distraction and our levels of peace. All right, we'll bring ourselves down onto our backs. Feel your spine lowering onto the mat. We'll draw the knees into the chest. Little spinal twist, so we'll let the knees drop whatever side you want to start on, but feel the body arriving to the earth. What part of your side touched the floor first? Maybe do it again. I felt that lovely compression massage on the side of the hip, then onto the side of the thigh, and then I let the weight of the legs go, and then I added a little bit more weight with my arm pressing. I'm not yanking, it's just a little subtlety of that's how much that arm weighs by just letting that arm rest and then let the arm go, and I can feel the difference of that weight. Feel your body receiving and drawing in breath. Is there a different capacity for breath here, or is it just different? Does it massage and course and spiral through the body differently? Does the breath end up touching and massaging different sections of you differently? Does the breath in this spiral of a twist take the mind to different spaces? We'll gradually come back to center. Feel what's exerting in your core. Feel your arms having to be a part of that assistance. And we'll lower the knees over to the other side. What had to exert? What could relax? What's feeling strain? What are you doing about strain right now? Try not to let your yoga become sustained distress. Even when we're in spaces that feel intense, let's try to carry an ease and steadiness with us into the intensity. And intensity and distress are not the same. Breath in. Breath out. Let's gently come on back to center. Straighten the legs and bring the hands either behind your knees. If they can go behind your calves, great. If your hands can grab your toes, great. Keep your head on the floor and use the arms to pull the feet overhead, rounding your back off the floor. Don't try to get the feet to the floor. We're just curving the low back and try to relax and soften your low back. Breathe here. Soften your shoulders here. Observe any desire to do more or less here. Where's the ease? What are you feeling? What's the range of sensation? Intensity, not distress. And we'll lower the back down. Lengthen the legs out in front of us. Let your feet fall open and heavy. And try to relax your abdomen.
Yeah, I'm going to adjust my back and my shoulders for ease. Relax the abdomen, bring the hands to the abdomen. And relax the flesh of your abdomen and just softly, gently do soft presses in and feel your organs, gentle massage of your organs. Maybe a circular pattern. See how low and deep you can press in without distress. Feel your organs respond. Maybe trace along the rib cage. You could even hinge a little bit underneath, a slight scoop under the ribs at that little ledge. Breathe. Feel your organs. Feel them receiving touch. Relax the arms. Eyes open but relaxed. Let the eyelids sink heavy. Jaws released and heavy. What do you feel in your physical body? How alive and receptive to feeling are your nerve endings? What do you feel in your breath? Where do you feel your breath? How much freedom is your breath expressing? How much freedom and ease is your breath transmitting to your body and your mind? And feel your mind. How does your mind feel emotionally, physically? Not what is it thinking? Perhaps let your eyelids gently close. And then as we get ready to come up, explore different movements, but explore them as I am inviting length. I am inviting folding. I am inviting twisting. Feel yourself exploring and feeling different states that this physical body can offer. And then we'll bring ourselves upright. Once again, you can be sitting with your back against a wall for support. What would give your mind and your body greater ease to coexist with one another and not fight? Are we even developing an awareness of, yeah, that's a fight? Do we even know what a fight feels like? All of that gets to be honed and developed in this yoking, this yoga practice. Soften the flesh around your bones. Exist in your frame with as much ease as you can. Exist in your breath with freedom and ease. And hear your quiet mind
What is the clarity that is before you right now? Don't think. Feel, see. Glow it. If you would wish, we'll come to the Anjali Mudra. And let's actually do the Ganesha Mudra. Mudras are yoga poses for the hands. And we'll turn the palms, one palm facing out, one palm facing in, and we'll find a clasp here. And we will pull, okay? So feel that pull, feel that exertion. Go ahead and scan different muscles in different sections of your arms. What are they doing? I'm actually aware of the underside of this left arm actually doing more. I was like, didn't notice that. What's going on in your neck? This is the Ganesha Mudra. Mudras are yoga poses for the hands. Right now, let's feel the exertion of fight, the exertion of obstacle and resistance, pull. Feel it accumulating, feeling it intensifying, maybe vary how much you're pulling so that you can feel how that varies within you. Take a deep breath. Sigh it out, softly dissipate, softly, softly, softly. Feel dissipation. Don't shake it out, just feel it gradually dissipating. Feeling states of transition on their own. So that we can start to learn this landscape of sensation and our awareness of it and our reactions to it. And I'm going to flip. Ganesha. Now you can add in a visualization. Perhaps you're adding in a visualization of something that's in your way, an obstacle, something that you're fighting against. Whether you're truly fighting or whether you've just been saying it that way or characterizing it to others like, man, that's a fight. Whatever it is, visualize it, see it and feel it. Pull. Pull. Notice where's the source of that obstacle? Where is the source of the energy that we're using to fight it? What are we truly fighting against? Now start to let it release gradually. And in your visualization, see the thing that you're fighting against start to dissipate, disappear, and float away. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this has been our home yoga practice live. Today, looking at exploring ways of developing our practice at home and observing, why am I here? What do I want to feel? What am I truly feeling? And what are all of those nuances? How do I apply some intention? How do I apply exertion? And then where does the mind go? How do I invite moksha and ease and freedom into whatever shape I'm in? I hope that this sharing of my practice with you has in some way been helpful for your journey of connection. Namaste. Thank you all for coming and joining. Please check out our blog on our website at justbeyoga.com. And if it's in your heart or your pocket, feel free to offer a donation at paypal.me/justbeyoga. I'm deeply honored to be able to share the depth of this practice as I understand it and as I've been growing in it over my journey in my lifetime, and hope that it helps serve you and maybe that you're also sharing your yoga in all kinds of ways with others as you travel in your journey in life. Puma kind of joined us. Haven't had her join in a while. Here's my big monster kitty. Oh, it's been great to see Claudia, Kim. So I'm bringing up my giant Puma Jaguar kitty. She's a big girl. All right, everyone. It's great to see you all. You gonna wave at them? No, she's mad at me now. She's probably gonna get really mad. I'll put her down. Thank you all so very much. It's my deep honor to be able to share practice with you. Go forth and do good things.